if I would say more, but like I think what I like about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Welcome to Actors POV.
Hey,
everybody.
welcome to. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Logan. Or that's not it. What is the intro? 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? It's dude, how's it go? Hey guys, it's Logan. Oh yeah, hey guys, what's going on? It's Logan. I'm here with my co-host. Okay. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Logan. I'm here with my amazing co-host
Bradley Noble.
Woo, woo, woo. And welcome to episode 29
of
Actors POV.
That's how it is. That's how it's done.
Third time's a charm.
This is gonna stick to me today.
What do you mean by that?
By that, man.
Don't say that.
Wait.
I'm gonna make sure this is kept.
Yeah, just
with
put a
me.
magnet right here.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Don't go on any Cat Williams rants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Crazy, dude.
Bro, crazy.
Call out everybody, dude.
Yo, I was like,
dude, it's so funny.
where have you
dude.
been? Like, not in a bad way.
No,
like,
bro.
where have you been for all this?
I mean, just called out every single person.
Wild.
And he had receipts. Everything that he was talking about, like someone did a video where they would take the clips of what he was talking about. It actually happened. Crazy, man. Cat Williams is wild, but he
a real man.
Yeah, he went on.
He's a real boy. He's a real boy.
Yes. I tried to do the
Herbert Pervert.
Yeah,
Hey
I
there.
tried to do it.
Hey there, Chris.
Couldn't do it.
I'll touch you, Chris.
What?
Starting off strong.
Moving forward.
We watched a Star Wars movie.
We watched, the new Star Wars entry.
Yep, called Rebel Moon Part 1.
Yo, you know, my dad, not to interject, my dad was sitting there and he was like, who directed this movie? I was like, oh, Zack Snyder. He was like, oh, the 300 director, Man of Steel. I'm like, yeah. And then he was like, you know, son, there's a lot of good actors in this movie. I was like, there is. I'm glad you noticed. I was like, there.
Oh, I'm showing
and
this.
it's really funny because that's like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like his era. Not like his era, but like he's watched all these movies, you know, while I was young. So he actually knew all the people. It was really funny. But I was like, cool. I'm glad he really enjoyed it. He's a big Star Wars fan.
Oh, that's cool. So he liked them.
Yeah.
Because there was little lightsabers.
Yeah, pretty much.
And thing.
Year.
But instead of the Instead of the like the Sith, you had the whatever they were, the bad guys.
Yeah.
And instead of the Empire,
It's funny.
It
Why do
was
like bad
the
guys in
motherboard
like
or-
these
not
types of
motherboard.
universe always like are almost like Nazis? Like I'm not even trying to be that. Like
They look like a
you always-
Nazi.
They always do
Nazi
that.
vibes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because everybody hates Nazis.
Yeah,
every time I see that coat, it just
Absolutely.
makes me mad.
Yeah.
You know.
And the hat. It's always the hat.
Always
the
the
same
hat.
I was like, but his name
Yeah.
was Noble, and I was like,
oh my god. That's true.
Shit,
I thought
man.
about that. I'm
Like, oh my
giving you a
god.
bad name, bro.
Yeah, no,
God,
come on,
screw
man.
that guy,
I
man.
swear I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy, I swear.
Crazy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I mean, I heard a lot of good things. The Rotten Tomatoes, the reviews are horrible for this movie. It's like 29%, I think.
that's kind of okay.
It's very. I guess we're diving
Let's get into it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
let's
was
go
about to
into
say.
it. So let's talk about expectations. So like I said, I heard some good stuff about it. Heard it was just a fun action movie.
Yeah.
And it reminds me a lot of like kind of what Dune was, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I haven't seen Dune.
Yeah.
But I want to watch it because we have part 2 coming out this year. We'll talk about that later. But
Yep.
I think it kind of has that same vibe to it. You know, big scale, great actors in it. You know what I mean? Visually beautiful. Takes place, you know, that space type atmosphere in different universes. Like, had that vibe to it for sure. And so I was really excited about it. You know, I like these sci-fi movies. I don't watch a lot of them, but I'm really about it. And it took inspiration from Star Wars, Avatar. There was a hippogriff or whatever you call
me
it.
crazy, but it almost like my dad even said it. It was like kind of like a Mortal Kombat movie too, in a way. Like I know it sounds like weird, but like the characters,
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I was waiting for Johnny Cage to show up.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so distinct on like how
Yeah.
certain people were. Like one guy shirtless from the tribe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This woman's a freaking
agree.
swordsman. Like can't she? You know what I mean?
A lot of Guardians of the Galaxy vibes as well.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I just hear what you're saying. It felt like different characters. Like there's a lot of inspiration. I feel like Zack Snyder, just because he wrote it as well. Number one, he was like, I want to make a Star Wars movie. Disney's not letting me. Screw you guys. I'm going to make my own Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And then he's also like, I'm just going to take inspiration from, like you said, Mortal Kombat, Avatar, all these big movies and just put it into one. I think that's why I like it. It's a vibe of everything, man.
Well, because
You know?
like, and one character that kind of upset me, bro, was the Han Solo guy, the guy
Oh.
who talked like this. He's like, we've got to go this way, and he had like the bun. He ends up being the villain, not like
the guy that betrays
everyone.
Screw that guy. But I liked his character too.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
My dad made a good point. He's Han Solo, and I was like, I didn't even realize that because he was like, he's not a gunsmith. He's not like he's a traveling guy. And then his henchman was the big monster dude that was like Chewbacca, and I was like, yo, you're picking up on this guy. Yeah, I was like, good for you.
No, like I watched like a recap of the movie before I came over here. And like, dude, like the guy talking about it loves Star Wars, and he made every single comparison down to the ship, down to some of the names, down to the different like planets they were going to. Like it was just so similar to Star Wars. It's not even funny. Zack Snyder wanted to make a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, and he was like, screw you.
But exactly. He's like, Netflix will do it. But yeah, no, dude, I loved it. I thought it was really cool. I thought the whole backstory with the main girl, I thought it was really good. It didn't feel forced, if you know what I mean. Like it felt very like I was very interested in it. I think the visuals, especially in that beginning part, that I loved when they went back to that planet at the end, where like the tribe is, because dude, the mountains are beautiful, dude. It was almost like very comforting as well, which is good.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna go off onto a different point here. It's something you were just talking about. I think the difference between something like this movie and Star Wars that stood out to me is like we got a lot more backstory right off the grip than we normally would in Star Wars. Like that's I feel like that was almost kind of the point. No, I know. But like me and my dad were just talking about it. It's like when you see it's like a 3-part series. So like in the first series with like Luke, you don't know why the Empire started. You don't know who the hell this kid is. He's just a kid. It's really only by the 3rd movie or even the 4th movie where you're like watching the Anakin movies and you're like, wow, okay, now I'm starting to find out the story. You know what I mean? Like during that time before the internet was big and stuff. Now you almost can't really play it like that because people just go look at a story. But like they did it in a way where it's still, we already picked up in a place where it kind of felt like the original Star Wars, but they gave you enough backstory to like know what the world's about, like why the fight's happening. You know what I mean? I think that was the biggest part, why they were on opposite sides.
And they got David Attenborough to do it.
Yeah.
The guy that does like all the nature stuff. That does like Planet Earth and all that. That was pretty clean.
Yeah.
The really like old Australian guy. It's like 95 now.
Really?
Yeah. At the beginning, that was him.
That's him?
He's like, listen. I was like, oh, I think it's him. Am I tripping?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm tripping.
That would be sick as hell.
Here,
look up the cast list.
Or
I'll look up the cast list.
Or I'll look it up. No, we'll look it up on
You'll look it up, the cast list.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be freaking surprised.
This is a really good movie, dude. I actually really enjoyed it. This guy was good playing Brayden Noble. I mean, Atticus Noble.
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins played Jimmy.
What? Jimmy the robot.
He's the robot.
No, dude, the robot is my favorite character. I was actually kind of he's gonna be a bigger part in the
Ray
second
Fisher
one.
played the Blood Axe, the brother that died when he went up and.
Yeah, he didn't look anything like that.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Cora killed it, by the way. That actress was amazing all the way throughout. The guy from Haunting of Hill House.
Yes. So you know what's Game of weird Thrones? About him? Like at the end, like I guess I get he was the hero and stuff, but like at the end she was like, we wouldn't have done it without him, and I was like, girl, you just fucking killed everyone yourself. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I understand for the sake of the movie.
Yeah, she's beautiful, by the way. This girl, remember she was the one that was talking to the robot?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. Anyways, I just had to say. And she did great in that scene. Like that was one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie.
Yeah, me
is
too.
when it's her and the robot just kind of talking about like life and love and stuff.
And
I was like,
his face started glowing. I was like,
I was like, dude, I would be blushing too, dog. I don't blame you. But no, that whole thing was really good. So great job on her part, man. It was that was a beautiful moment there. Which was like, I want to see more from this robot in part 2. We better see more because he's the guard now.
I know, yeah.
Like he's so cool, and like how he was like so against
with the tribal thing at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't want to shoot.
Doesn't want to shoot, and he even hold the gun. He like pointed it like this way and just shot.
Yeah,
Didn't even look, bro. That shows how deadly those guys are. He's gonna whip.
And dude, I thought it was so cool because it's like obviously he's like C-3PO, but he's like the quite opposite. Like C-3PO in Star Wars is like not a baby, like not a pussy, but like he kind of is. He doesn't fight. He can't fight. He's too slow moving. This guy, I feel like in the next one like he'll have some sacrificial thing where he's like,
gonna kill himself. Yeah,
like, don't want you fly.
Oh, dude, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
that's gonna hurt, bro. Anthony Hopkins, dude, awesome. Yeah, no, I love that.
That's
crazy.
It's crazy.
Like, and now it makes sense, but like I wasn't even thinking about it. But yeah, man, I mean, I really like that robot. Hopefully I hope they tie in. There's a lot of stuff that they need to still talk about in part 2.
For sure.
Kind of about, what's the main girl, what's her name? Cora. Her past when she was the other name, when she was actually part of that, the Empire.
The Princess Isa or Isa, whatever her name is.
Yeah, when she was a part of that.
What's the guy's
Nazis
name? Baldarius or whatever? Or
yeah,
Balisarius.
Yep. Yes. Where's it? Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah. He looks very different from.
That's not. Is that young him?
No, that's him.
That's him. It looks very different. That must be an old picture. Something. I don't know. They made him look old in the movie. Also the way the robot looked at the end with the horns, so clean, dude.
So sick.
Yeah. Anyways, I know I'm stuck
fair.
on the robot. I'm sorry,
No,
but it was pretty clean.
He was my favorite character, and he wasn't even in it that long.
That's what I'm saying. The one thing I will say that kind of held this movie back is I loved how they went from place to place. Because basically the whole point of this movie, I mean, you guys you're watching the spoiler review, so obviously you watched it, but is that they're trying to gain an army to fight against the mother.
The mother company?
No. It's not the motherboard.
Mother. I was gonna say motherhood. It's not motherhood. Fuck.
Oh, that really bothers me. It's the mother something. They're we'll call them the Empire. Basically led by Darth Vader. So that's what's going on here. And so they are.
I really can't think.
No, we'll go to the plot. It should be here, right? Motherworld. So easy.
God.
Yeah, I know. It bothers me.
Mothership, mother company, mother. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Motherboard. Yeah, the Motherworld. They're trying to obviously fight against them I love that, by the way, too, when the bad guys, whatever his name is,
Blood Axe in them.
Yeah, Noble. When he came into the little farm at the beginning and was just playing the nice guy, dude. I thought they were gonna kill the younger dude, the Game of Thrones guy, Gunner, and he just went over and killed the old dude, bro. I was like, what is happening, dude? And beat him he loved that stick, dude.
Yeah,
he used to beat the crap out of people with that stick.
I'm like, bro, why don't you have lightsaber, bro?
That's bro. It's literally a cane.
I'm like, yeah, you got a cane, bro. Yeah, but I thought it was actually. One of the really cool things that I thought was about him was the Neuralink thing, where he was where you find out early on he's kind of electronic.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And then by the end, you see how he was able to get to, what is his name? Balisarius, or however you pronounce it. Yep. I thought that was extremely cool because that's something they're definitely going to later. And I think that plays to the context when when Sophia's character, Cora, hits him at the end, he's like, this is perfect, and she smacks him, and that's when he falls off the side and dies. And I think it goes to why he was talking to him. He's like, she was right there, we have her, it's you know what I mean, we got it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. He's I don't want to call him a Jimmy, but I feel like he's almost something of a Jimmy, that's why they're I haven't seen one of those they left us a Jimmy, I haven't seen one of those in years. Maybe Atticus is a newer version of what, you know what I mean, because he's part droid sense.
Yeah. No, yeah, Jimmy's been gone for thousands of years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I want to know more about Atticus, though, because obviously he has some importance. He's like a Kylo.
Right. There's so much to explore, and that kind of goes into that negative I was talking about. I love that we're going from place to place, and I love that every story was interesting. One of my favorites, actually, was Nemesis when she fought the spider-looking thing.
Dude,
that was a dope storyline.
Cool. Yeah.
I love that. She just wanted revenge. You could have did a whole movie really based on that if you wanted to, or spend another 30 minutes there, right? Yeah. But that's my big negative is you're going from place to place. You don't spend enough time diving into them.
I get you.
What about Titus?
You had to get Tarek when he tames the bird, Titus cleaning him up. You got to go get
Blood
Nemesis.
Axe.
Yeah, convince Blood Axe. I get exactly
what's going on with him and his sister.
Yeah.
How long has that been?
Bro, I also wanted to mention that as a comment, not in a bad way, because I don't mind the other girl being there, but why wasn't his sister there at the end? Or she's obviously going to play a huge part in the next movie now that Blood Axe is dead.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She didn't want to do it. She didn't want to. Well, she didn't want to sacrifice her people.
You're right. She didn't.
And he was
I'll do it.
Yeah, and she's like, all right,
bro is worth 1,000 men. You know what I mean? It's just that's how it is.
Yeah, it's weird. If my sibling was gonna go do that, I'm gonna go full force with him as well.
Yeah.
If you're gonna die, we're gonna die together, type stuff.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, they even talked about it. They've gone through so much to survive and gain this peace.
It would have
you know what I mean?
Both of them dying wouldn't have
going through that famine, whatever, when they didn't have food. You know what I mean? So actually being able to get food from Gunner and all that stuff, they've gone through so much already as people. I think she just wants to settle down. But yeah, no, it's that's once again goes to it, man. These deaths, they were some of them were sad, but it's just like once again you didn't take time to really build up their characters. It almost felt like Avengers Endgame if the whole MCU started with Avengers Endgame.
Yeah,
and it's just like
you're so right.
You know,
and I think that's kind of what I was saying. The difference from Star Wars is like they take the 3-part, or you even almost get to a 4th movie, and then you're finally understanding stuff from the first. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like here they're trying to jam they're making it a 2-part series, but they're trying to jam 3 movies realistically into one. Because I totally agree. Like something like Blood Axe, that was sad as hell. But I think if he was a character from The Village almost, that would have been more impactful. Because we just see him right at the end. He convinces, and it's like, I really like that thing where he just looks at Gunner at the end, and he just like looks at him, and he's like, it's almost like a thing. He looks into his soul, and he's like, I can see this guy. He's like, I see. I'm going to stay. And I was like, bro, that's why I'm like, why do you kill a guy like that off? Yeah. That's a good character that people are going to like.
Well, we didn't get to see him kill a lot of people either.
That's what I'm saying.
All you saw is, I think the only death you see him actually kill someone, he's called Blood Axe.
Yeah.
And he just stabs someone with a pole.
Mm-hmm. And that's my thing. They pulled him in right at the end, really, like him and his sister, which
I didn't really like.
Don't want to say it's a waste, but like you said, like since we're hitting all these things so quickly, I didn't have enough time to just sit there and grieve. Like, the one girl's sad about it, but I'm like, you're not even a sister. Yeah. Like, who are you?
Well, you know what really makes me mad is they said they're going to do, like, TV series, or they're planning to do TV series where they dive into the backstory of these characters. But it's like, why not do that first? Or, like, it's just like I said, it's like the MCU
because the second one comes out in April.
Yeah. And then they're going to do series, like, later on these next few years. And it's like, why start with that? It's like starting with Infinity War and Endgame. Literally what it is, part 1, part 2. Starting with Infinity War and Endgame without doing Iron Man, Spider-Man Homecoming, none of that.
Yeah, so it's like, now we don't know the characters.
So when Spider-Man dies at the end of Infinity War, it has no impact. You're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm talking. Like, that's the only thing about this movie is it's too much.
So that's it's crazy because that's kind of how Star Wars is in a way. Because, like, you watch the first 3, and it's not like, but that's what I'm saying. I think they do it slightly better by doing the 3-part. I think this would have sufficed better from doing a 3-part.
I agree.
And actually so let's just pull this out of the way. Let me describe Star Wars' plot in this. Yeah. You don't get any backstory in the first 3 movies. It is all about Luke fighting the galaxy, fighting Darth Vader. It's literally in the 3rd one you find out like the crazy big, plot of Star Wars, and then I think I don't want to spoil it.
I'm your father.
Yeah. It's it's the end of the 2nd one, and so like by the end of the 2nd movie, now we're like, oh, this is his father. In this movie, right away, just to compare it, they already show us who Sophia is and how she's related to the people. You know what I mean? So then by the 3rd movie, you get to the end, everything's finally explained. You're like, holy shit! 10, 15 years later, they come out with part 1, the very original movie, like, right. Or the prequels. The prequels, right? Part 1 has they don't mention Luke at all, not once. Then the 2nd movie, we're watching Anakin and Obi-Wan grow up together after what happened, and then by the 3rd movie, Anakin and Padme have Luke and Leia, and then Luke's only brought up again in the 6th movie. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much, like, and I'm not saying that's good or bad, because, like, I know a lot of people, like, a lot of people loved it at the time, because, like, you got to see this, and you're like, damn, so, like, what did really happen before this? Yeah. Who's, because they were like, if Darth Vader is Luke's dad, who's Darth Vader?
Right.
Then they make the Darth Vader movies. So it's like, it was still almost focused on one person, kind of how you're saying, like, the miniseries before, like, it had the Luke movies, and then you get the Anakin movies. But that's all the story was. You know what I mean? George Lucas never wanted this huge universe, right? So then you look at something like this, and considering the fact that they're probably going to do some huge universe, it's like, it's almost like it goes back to what you're saying. I feel like it's rushed. Where Star Wars, like, yes, what they did was like really big gaps, but a lot of people loved that. You know what I mean? Going back and rewatching and finding everything out after seeing a full-fledged 3-movie story. Because then at that point, they got Luke's story, and they're like, damn, that was great start to finish. We watched him be a little boy, and now we're watching him, on top. And then they want that full-fledged 3-part series again. Compared to, like, what you're saying, like, we're jamming Avengers Endgame, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I'm trying to say. Infinity War.
Right. I totally see what you're saying.
And then the next one's going to be Endgame.
Yeah.
But we, like you said, where it could have been this whole 3-parter just kind of about Sophia or Korra and these people fighting, and then maybe in, like, the series, that's when you go back and
Yes. Or like that whole backstory of like the first movie just be Cora's backstory.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's so many things that we don't understand. How did she leave? How did she crash? Like, are you going to explain that in part 2? Probably. I don't know. But it's just like there's so many things that they just didn't explain. You know what I mean? The boyfriend, like how that really impacted her, the boyfriend thing. It's like there's so many things that I just don't.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's a big difference between the two. Star Wars doesn't even mention it, so you're never really feeling like you're missing out on something like that. You know what I mean?
Right. This is trying to fit too much information in this movie.
Into
so
one
there's
movie.
a difference.
I get what you're saying.
Star Wars at least had a straight point that they were going with.
Yeah, it
this
was
one,
like
there's
all
so
Luke,
much.
Then right at the end they mentioned this is something big, and then that's when right at the end of the movies you're like, oh shit, and then they make a whole new series for it. Here, like they're bringing up the king.
Yeah.
We don't even get to see the king. We get to see one thing of him doing this.
Yeah.
We don't even know who they. This is the thing that interests me the most. They talk about the reason that they don't like the king.
Carrie Elwes, by the way, dude. You know who that is?
I don't.
The guy from Twister. He was in Stranger
my
Things
God.
season 3.
That's crazy.
He was the he was the what was it, the mayor in season 3 of Stranger Things. Like he's done.
Oh, he looks familiar.
The guy from Saul, original Saul.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
That's where I know him
Crazy.
from.
I know, right?
I
Anyway,
was like,
sorry.
yeah. I was like, because his face looked familiar.
Yeah. He's in a lot. Anyway.
But they bring it up how the king before, like Noble and whoever, or like what is it? This is what I was assuming. Belisarius is the guy who they were talking about that the king was charitable to that ended up killing him. You know how they were talking about how like the king was super nice, and that's why Noble's like he was like we're not charitable anymore as a reminder to our victim, or like the alien guy. After they destroyed his planet, he was like, this planet's been pretend. He was explaining to him why they don't show mercy anymore, and that's because the king showed mercy and he died for it. I think that's the guy that they showed mercy to, like the main dude, and he killed the king for it. But then at the same time, he's like, that's my daughter. You know what I mean? Or
Right. He's being a little hypocritical.
Yeah.
But the thing with the king is I don't think he didn't kill him necessarily because the king was showing mercy. It was because the daughter was the princess.
Yeah.
That was being. Remember, it was her inauguration or whatever into being the queen. Remember, that's when they died. He even talked about it. Remember, he's like, oh yeah, I've lost all my compassion, and now my daughter needs to be the one that brings back the peace and compassion that I don't have. So I think he was just scared that it was going to go that route and didn't want that to happen. So that's why he killed the king, the queen, and then the princess that was going to be the queen.
Yeah, no, but so that's where.
But yes, I agree. It's hypocritical.
Well, let's take it back. Because so like here, you look at this, right? Like the original king, right? Because that's the whole lore. Is like the king, his daughter, and the wife died.
Yep.
So this guy is the new king.
Yes.
But like what weirds me out, the story's weird. Now I'm thinking about it. Because like this is obviously not the king, but then he's saying that Korra is his daughter. In the story, the king adopts Korra as like a stepdaughter, but like as the knight to the princess. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I thought the same thing. I'm like, the timeline doesn't match up.
Right?
So I thought the same thing. Dude, I literally thought this on the way
Because I'm like, wait, is he the king
and
then? Or like, you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my God, dude, I can't believe you thought this too. Because I thought it was the only one. I'm like, maybe I'm just dumb.
No, like that conversation right there, I was sitting there, I was like, wait, what?
I thought the same exact thing on the car right here, but I know what it is now.
Yeah.
So when Barsarius brought in Korra, he wasn't the king yet. He was only one of the people being sent out. So then that's what happened. So then Korra worked her way up. And then when she was the bodyguard of the princess, her dad killed him. He became the king. That's kind of how it went down. So he just wasn't king yet. They did not specify that in the movie, which is why you were confused and why I was confused and why it made no sense. So you're not the only one. There's things like that they didn't explain well because they're trying. There's so many times. Yeah, no, I thought it's funny because
they're making it seem like he's like Issa's dad as well.
Yes, it makes no sense. It made no sense. I'm glad. Yeah, we thought the same thing.
Yeah.
It just that's a great example of all the plot holes in this movie. That like it's almost like the movie is so good it hurts itself. There's so many good aspects to it. You're like, I want more of that.
Yeah.
I love Zack Snyder. He knows how to write a movie. He knows how to direct a movie. He knows how to create a film.
Yeah.
But it's too much. It's like trying to fit all 9 Star Wars movies into 2. That's really what it feels like.
No, it really is.
You know, it's just too much. But I love this movie so much, though.
Well, when you think about like the first Luke movie, like, bro, you have your main characters are Luke, Leia, the robots, and then Han and Chewie. Like, I know that sounds like quite a few people, but like,
it's really not. They
the
don't
robots are side companions. They're like Jimmys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have Cora and Gunner, and then you have really two other main characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like here we're trying to follow
what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8, 9. Really
not
about
in a-
9 main characters.
And really not even in a bad way. It's just like you said, it's almost doing a damage to itself because I'm so interested in everyone else that I want to see it.
Rain Reeves was the queen. That's cool. She's like an up-and-coming actress. She was in the Halloween movie.
Really?
That's dope. Hey, that's really cool to see that. Anyway, yeah, no, I see what you're saying though. It's just too much. Like, this guy looks like Jacob Elordi a little bit. That's trippy. But yeah, no, it's too much, man. And I like it. You know, they're going
I loved it.
I really enjoyed this film, but it's a movie that I'm gonna rewatch for sure. It's just like what are those movies? The that one 3-parter they did with the horror movies on Netflix. They did the 3-parter, like the 1966, the 1989, and the 1995. You know what I'm talking about? The trilogy of horror movies. I forgot what the name is, but I go back and I watch them like yearly, and it's really cool. You haven't seen them?
Mm.
You need to watch it. It's like so they tell a story over the span of 3 movies that takes place over the span of like 300 years. It's really cool. It's like a different movies in each era. What is that? Hold up.
Yeah, I was like, you have to look that up. I don't know. While you're looking this up, my dad was telling me a movie we should watch called Leave the World Behind. It's got I do this all the time, Ethan Hawke in it, and apparently he said the ending is like The Sopranos in a way. You know the Sopranos
What
ending?
movie?
Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind?
Yeah, it just came out on Netflix. But he was saying that like the minute that the movie, like what ends up happening is he was sitting there watching, I don't know, where it says like would you like to play the next movie? And he was like, what? Like it almost was like out of nowhere it just came up like play next, and he was like, wait, what? Like the movie's over? What the fuck you?
So it's just like Sopranos.
Yeah, he said there's almost like an extra 20 minutes that like is missing from the end cut, and I was like, really? So I kind of want to see what it's about.
Sorry, I just got text from my manager.
They're good. Fear Street. Oh, I actually have heard of this because I saw Maya Hawke in this.
Was she in this one? Yes, yeah, she is. She plays Heather. Yes, they have Fear Street Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3, and it's Part 1's 1994, Part 2's like 1980 something. Or no, sorry. 1976, and then, or 1978. Hold on, I'll look it up. Yeah, 1978, yeah. And then 1666. Bro, so dope, dude. My favorite of the whole trilogy, probably the 1666. It's really creepy. But yeah, it's really dope, man. It tells a story over the span of a couple movies. It's really dope.
That's crazy.
I forgot where I was going with that. Why did I bring that up? I don't know. With that.
Yeah. I don't
Anyways,
know.
you take it over for a second so I can respond to this. Any other negatives you think that jumped out? The CGI was a little rough at times.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, I feel like I was watching a Spy Kids movie.
You know, that's I agree. There's definitely some moments I was like, got that. But what can you do? That's the budget you're given. That's, you know, sometimes how it's going to be. I think I don't know. I really don't have any more negatives. To be honest, a lot of people might find like the dialogue a little like iffy sometimes, but like if you've ever watched a Star Wars movie, that's literally how it is. Like not iffy, like it's a specific genre or way of being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not typical. What I really like about this thing, though, I think this is my favorite thing about the film. I think it's so what Star Wars did back then, what obviously has to be different now. That's why I like this film so much. Star Wars created its own culture. Because back then, there wasn't anything like that, and so it built what we know as, like, a Star Wars empire, like, alienistic feel. Now, with this movie, we already know what Star Wars is like. We have Star Trek. We have a whole bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
So what he did was take Star Wars and culturize it with the world. So, like, that's what I really liked about, like, Tarek was, like, a native-type character. You know, Nemesis was the Japanese swordsman or swordswoman. You know, Korra was like, you know,
just the main character.
Just your typical main character.
Yeah.
Titus, he's your old drunk.
I want to see more from him. To be honest, what have I seen him in? Is he in Marvel?
He's
in Marvel, wasn't
no,
he?
he's in one. He was in Gran Turismo. We got to see that movie.
Yeah, we do.
There's my dad was just talking about it. There's a big movie he's in.
I've seen this guy.
Yeah, but like, you know, you got the freaking the
Guardians of the
drunk.
Galaxy. That's what I know him from.
Oh my God, is he?
The guy with the big staff thing. Yeah.
I can't even think of his name.
Black Adam. Oh, Shazam. That's another thing we know him from.
Oh yeah, he's Shazam.
Yeah, he was the main guy, the
original
wizard.
Shazam.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. What if? He did quite a bit. Anyway, sorry. Captain Marvel? Golly, bro. He played Korra.
That's all I was really gonna say. That like I just like the diversity of like how cultured everybody is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody had, like you said, it was like Mortal Kombat. Everybody was their own character and was unique in some way, which is why they were so interesting.
Yeah.
The characters were interesting. There was not a point where I was getting bored going to a new planet and meeting a new character or a new universe meeting a new character. It was constant.
It's like cramming it. Yeah.
Yeah, but because of that, it almost suffered from that.
Yeah.
Every character was so interesting that I was like, I want more from it. I didn't get that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then you have Nemesis. Her kids were killed. Tarek, his family was killed. Like I want to see all of their backgrounds too. Like we're just focusing on Sophia's or Korra's story. You know what I mean? Not that her story isn't interesting, but like they all have a past and they all have an interesting one. Titus used to be the general, and like he was like, "Oh, I killed all my men when I surrendered." What are you talking about? I want to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, and I think I would have liked to see more conversations happen between these characters. It was almost like you get one conversation that happened between like Korra and Kai or Korra and Gunner.
Yeah.
And then it was also like the whole, hey, one thing that really bothered me too, when Kai was like, "Oh yeah, Gunner, you're just in love with Korra." Do you remember that when he was going to save her? Mm. I was like, what?
You've built no like.
They had one conversation.
Yeah, you've built no relationship plot at all. They were just kind of like. You could feel the tension between them, but like
the
it's
hand holding.
Yeah, but they were literally talking about the original hunter on the island. She was banging, like you know what I mean. Whatever his name was, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was very weird. Oh yeah, the guy in the beginning.
Yeah, like with the black hair.
Walked past your house and I heard you guys were.
Yeah, Dean or Den or whatever. Like, what are you talking about? You know. When he did that at the end too, I was like, huh? I agree. I'm glad you brought that up.
There's moments like that fell off, but I really wish they would have had more time for character development. And I understand that nowadays, like, you can't just have movies full of character development because they're not going to do well. Because people don't want that. People want
have poor attention span.
Wars. They want shit exploding all the time. Like, that's what they want to go toward. And people don't like story-driven movies anymore. And so I see why they dove right into it like this, but it's almost just so much being thrown at me at once for a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
come on.
Whoa. But I really liked it.
Woo! 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 Woo, brother!
Brayden's not going to let that
Get
slide.
Get this guy off the fucking stage.
Brayden is not going to let that guy slide, dude.
That guy, dude.
That Ric Flair was horrible.
If I ever see that guy, I'm going to tell him. No, I won't. I actually won't. It's a lie.
Probably shake his hand. Say,
yeah, I'd shake his hand and be like, you did phenomenal. Even if I didn't think so.
Den, was it Den?
Den, yes. She was banging Den.
Also, the thing with this girl, the whole, like, the princess bringing the bird to life, that was pretty interesting.
So when they were saying there's a group of that, like, that's when it's like you said, they put so much in here, like, I guess it's not a disservice, like, good for them making me want to, like, see this, but,
what's this movie called?
Rebel Moon.
What did Derek Mears play in Rebel Moon? It doesn't show.
Look up.
You know who Derek Mears is?
No.
He played Jason Voorhees in the Friday 13th remake.
Really?
He was probably one of like the weird characters. Dude, that is crazy, bro. There's some like actual like good actors and like this is good little cast, man. I'm excited for part 2.
Oh, I'm very excited for part 2.
I'm glad I watched this. I heard some good stuff. Anything else that you like want to kind of expand on? I'm trying to think of anything.
No, I mean, we touched the cast. I really like the aspect of like the Star Wars stuff. Like it wasn't a traditional lightsaber, but she was like obviously she was able to like it's cool. You know what I mean? It was a lightsaber, but it wasn't a lightsaber.
No.
And yeah, man, I don't know. Like there's a lot to like about this movie. I would like to see a little bit more hand-to-hand combat. I think that's something they can implement.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, because choreography was pretty good.
Yeah.
They would have some cool stuff with that.
No, and even the fight scenes that they had, you could tell they could do it. They just need to do it more.
The spider one with the swords. With the
spider, yeah.
Oh,
well, I was
dude.
thinking the spider scene and then the end scene between Korra and Noble, like when they're fighting on the buoy thing. Really,
was dope.
Really good. But
when she's falling and she gets the rope and gets his leg and then climbs back up, dude, that whole bit right there was so cool.
Yeah.
Dark Side of Boredom?
Yeah.
Captivate.
There's an extended version.
What? A cult director's earnest, ham-fisted attempt to make his own Star Wars falls painfully flat. Rebel Moon has potential, but borrows too many elements from films it's inspired by. Zack Snyder fans once again will wait for the future cut.
That's crazy. I want to see the future cut now.
So that means that there's a huge expanded version, which might just fix all the problems that we've been
we
talking
just talked
about.
Yeah.
In short,
funny as hell. I mean, because how do you think everyone hated Justice League, and then the Snyder cut Justice League people hail as one of the best superhero movies ever?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. So I mean, yeah, I don't know,
which is
man.
insane, like how much of a difference that can make.
A
but,
huge difference. So if there's an extended cut, I'm really excited about that because you could. I like it, man. I
like the movie. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't watch a lot of those types of movies. Like I don't not like them.
It's a lot of these Star Wars fans that are coming over. It's like, of course, like enjoy the movie, but like that's the thing. They're trying to compare it too much. It's like you don't know what his Star Wars movie would have been like. They didn't give him an opportunity, so this is just his version of what he can do without getting freaking lit up by Disney. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was solid. I'm trying to think of anything else that I liked. I liked the ending. I thought that was cool. I usually don't like when they bring back villains, but I was like, oh my God, he survived that fall. But then I forgot he was like half electronic. So like that was kind of cool.
You got to watch Star Wars. Just go watch. Dude, as soon as that scene happened, I was like, he fell off. I was like, And then, they did it just like Star Wars.
Probably in Star Wars 2 when this is Luke, I'm your father, because they're on that little bridge thing to once someone fall.
In Star Wars Episode 6, which is Episode 3, the prequel, the last prequel movie, when the high ground scene, Anakin, I have the high ground. Yeah. Anakin tries to jump over him. He slashes him, cuts his legs off. Anakin falls to the edge. It was funny. It was the edge of the water. And in Star Wars, it's the edge of lava. And Anakin's like lighting on fire, trying to crawl out, and that's where I hate you, and he's just like, and then out of nowhere, after Obi-Wan leaves, a ship comes, and they find him, and they pick him up, and they put him into the Darth Vader costume. It's literally what happened. It was the same thing. I was like, this is fucking crazy, dude.
Oh boy, yeah. I feel like if I watched a Star Wars movie, I would probably not like this movie as much, just because it's a very carbon copy. But
you definitely should watch it. Now that we piqued your interest in this, here's the thing. What I say,
I just need to get through those first movies.
Here's the thing. You have like the two series, because like the Rey movies, we're not even gonna consider right now. Like it's just those movies. It's not even that they shouldn't have been. Yes, it's not even that they shouldn't have been made. It would have been different if George Lucas even made them.
He was involved.
Yeah, Disney ruined like Luke's character. They ruined everything. So here's the thing. This is gonna be unpopular opinion. I like the Anakin movies better than the Luke movies because the Luke movies, this is something you may disagree with. They're just so old. So it's like it's watching a 1970s movie and it's like, it's not Rebel Moon. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas like even with the Anakin movies, it's like what the CGI in this movie should have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the plot of those three movies are not as good as the Luke movies. Like the first like Phantom Menace. Yeah. Yeah, the very first movie, I think that's where you started.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst Star Wars movie, in my opinion. Like out of the six, it's slow paced.
Very slow paced.
Very slow paced.
That's what kind of got me
with little Luke and Liam Neeson, right? Little Anakin.
Liam Neeson.
He plays Qui-Gon.
Oh,
yeah, and then cool. Obi-Wan is Ewan McGregor.
Yes.
So and Star Wars fans might eat me up for this. It's not even that I think it's the worst movie. I just think it has like the slowest paced. That's what I meant to say. Not the worst movie. It is the slowest paced episode of all 6 movies. We're not counting the extra 3.
And the fact that they have a whole series based off of that movie is very interesting. That the first movie, that it gained like that much traction being that slow.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, it was just so, I guess, different from anything
When
out
you
there
really
at that point.
think about it, that's the introduction movie. That's why like Luke's first 3 were never really slow. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This movie had to be there and be this slow just to set everything up.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you get to the end, you're like, oh crap. You get to the second movie. I actually really like Attack of the Clones. That's the movie. It goes Attack of the Clones and then the TV show, the animated one.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen that with like all the seasons.
I've seen like,
or like you've seen
on
clips
TV
and stuff. Yeah. That comes between that and then episode 3. And then there's a giant gap, and then the Luke movies happen. Well, now in that giant gap, it was The Mandalorian and Boba Fett, and then it was Obi-Wan series as well, and then it gets to the Luke movies.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, the Bad Batch comes right after episode 3, because that's when they do Order 6.
That's
There's
so
much.
trippy.
There's so much, but it all relates, and like the only reason I like Disney owning it now is they have it in timeline, how like the Marvel is. So you can go and watch it how it was all released, or you can watch it in timeline.
Okay.
And so that's your prerogative. If you can get past the first movie, I really think you'll like episode 2. Episode 3 is my favorite Star Wars movie out of the 6. Like,
oh, really?
yeah.
Which is
the third Anakin movie. Which is the third prequel, my bad. I should have said it like that.
oh yeah, so not the third original, but the third
Yes,
prequel.
third prequel.
Okay.
So
okay.
if you watch it in timeline, it'd be the third movie you'd see.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about with the fire, because his face is burning and he's like crawling toward the screen. Yeah. I've seen that clip.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
And then the Luke ones are like, there's just something like, I don't know.
We love Mark Hamill.
Yeah, bro. Mark Hamill is fire.
Yeah.
You should watch him.
I need to watch him.
Or at
Good
least
cast.
skip the first one. Don't skip the first one. Just really trug through the first one.
Yeah.
I like it,
I'll do
but
it.
I
I got
it.
like 30 minutes in. I just fell asleep.
They just don't. That's the problem with the film. Not to drag this conversation on, but like Darth Maul, he's one of the best characters in Star Wars. He's only in the first movie, which is, yeah. Like in the live actions, he's only in the first movie. He's in all the animated series and all the video games because he's a great character. But they just don't use him enough. He's like a I don't know. When you watch it, you're gonna watch all the other movies and you'll see that guy
He's only in the first one?
only in the very first movie.
Oh, I thought he came in like the Anakin movies.
He is, or but that's the prequel. So I don't know
Oh.
if we're looking at timeline.
I'm looking at from the original movies.
Then that's the
so it's the fourth
movie that you'll see.
that you'll see him in.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've always liked his. I thought he looked so cool, like some Insidious type stuff.
Yep. It's really annoying actually. He because he's one of the best like swordsmen, genuinely, in terms of how fast he moves and stuff. And that's the thing. In the Liam Neeson one, like the Phantom Menace, the problem with him is they only have like one fight scene. Or like a few it's like kind of like one really good fight scene and the rest are like, you know, they're there. It's not even that they're bad, they just don't highlight it. Like it's literally it's the only dialogue driven fucking Star Wars. Maybe the second one of the prequels, like the first and second prequels are like the two dialogue driven movies, but besides that,
But you're building lore,
you're building lore. That's the
which
whole
is cool.
point.
Yeah. No, I'll watch him. I'll get to him.
Yeah.
So hopefully, this part 2 adds to this movie. We'll see. I mean, there's not really anything that I want to expand on.
No, yeah.
I think it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It's just a lot of the problems we talked about. You know,
Yeah.
just too much in this movie. But
yeah. If you're a Star Wars fan, if you can get past the idea of like he's not copying Star Wars, he's just making his own idea of it. Like it's a good movie. You know what I mean? It's fun. There's no one else that's ever kind of put their own spin on something like that.
in a good way, that works.
In a good way that works.
Yeah.
That's not exactly copying it. Because, like, as much as it does feel like the story itself feels exactly like Star Wars, like the characters and all of that feel nothing. You know what I mean? They're unique.
PG-13 is crazy. Should have been rated R. Could you imagine a rated R movie with this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
That would have been way better.
That'd have been way better. Part 2, but you filmed them back to back. Golly. Maybe the extended version's rated R.
Yeah, maybe. I was just about
Because
to
isn't
say
that what
actually.
the extended Justice League was? Is rated R, right?
I think it was, actually.
I think so. Yeah. So screw it.
I think you are right.
I think it is.
I think
I've
you are
never
right.
seen it, but
Me neither. I was like, I haven't, but
All right, let's rate it. Scale of 1 to 10. I go first.
Yeah, I think you do go first.
I really enjoy this film, man. It's just there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go I really liked it though, bro. I'm gonna go an 8.8.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. I'm gonna go 8.7.
Hey, okay, there you
Yeah.
go.
I thought I was going a little high. I was like,
no, I'm
cool.
going 8.8.
I think
Yeah.
I'm literally only the point lower because I've seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
But that was a good movie.
Well, I probably would have gone 8.7, but like 8.8 just looks cooler. 2 8s together.
It does. It
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
No, 8.7, 8.8.
Yeah.
We're
There
on
you
the
go.
same page here.
Same page, my boy.
I
okay.
could tell the moment we started talking about it, I was like, yeah. Like we were,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
tell.
I
How
thought
do people not
I
like
thought
this
you didn't
movie?
like it because you texted me, dude, this is literally Star Wars. And I was like, oh, God.
No, I
was
just
like,
want
he
you to watch
hates it.
Star
He
Wars.
hates it.
I want you to watch Star Wars. No, because like that's what I was saying. I genuinely think it's unique. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's a carbon copy in a way, but it's like it's like he's like it wasn't because like oh I'm a Star Wars fanboy. It was like fuck you. I'm gonna do it better than you in a way. But it even if you get what I'm saying.
100%. It's exactly what it
the
is.
approach of the movie.
Because they didn't let him make his own Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't blame him. They didn't sign him on for those new 3 movies they're making or whatever they're doing. I don't even know.
Which they should have.
Should have. Zack Snyder's the man.
He did a damn good job.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. 8.7, 8.8.
8.7, 8.8. You guys let us know your review and rating down below, baby.
I want to see if you don't like the
Yeah.
movie, why?
Why?
Why? And I've seen, dude, we can sit here. You saw how I was talking to him. I can talk Star Wars. I can talk the extended universe. I can talk comics. We'll talk, bro. This was a good movie. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I'll
Leave it
watch. I'll watch Star Wars movies, especially when I'm filming, because I'll have days where I'm not doing anything,
Yeah.
and I'll sit down and watch them, dude, and we can rate them, like do a whole ranking.
Yeah, that'd be
And
cool.
I want to do a live as well. I want to do like an episode live.
We need to.
So we'll do that. We'll do that.
Coming up.
Yeah, we'll do that when I'm up there, not down
Yeah.
there. When I'm up there, and we'll do it online on Zoom, and we'll do it live.
Okay.
So that's what we'll do, baby.
You heard that?
And we can rank the movies and
Did
do
you
some
hear
fun
that?
stuff. Hang out with you guys. You guys tell us what to talk about.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
baby. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, man. Next thing, actors news. Not a lot going on here.
Yep.
We saw Johnny Cage's belt.
Yeah, that was really cool, actually, though.
Yeah, I wish we would have done a little bit more, but whatever.
Like to see his face, yeah.
Yeah.
I've not been like, it's not that I wasn't a fan of Carl Urban getting cast as Johnny Cage. I just like was little, didn't know he'd play the part that good.
No, I was really wanting Jim Carrey, but whatever.
You've played Mortal Kombat before, correct?
Yeah.
Do you know Kano?
I don't know. What does he look like?
Look up Kano. Yeah, maybe not that guy. So,
Oh yeah.
and not the bald version.
Yep.
And this guy, he's got the
Yeah.
You ever hear him talk?
Yep.
He's got the he's got literally
Got the
fucking-
accent.
I think he might be Australian, but he has like the literal accent that Carl Urban does which is funny because he's British in The Boys.
And the boys, yeah.
But he does like an Australian accent. Ever since I've always seen this, I'm like, why did he not play Kano?
I've used this guy sometimes.
But it's because they did Kano in the first one. And they killed him.
So messed up, dude.
Yeah, that's it.
Unreal.
I'm
Looks-
telling you, like, he looks cool, but Carl Urban would
would've killed it.
But
Yeah.
way better.
100%. Yeah, Johnny Cage is such a weird character for him. I'm curious to see what they.
Like, just a facial structure and all, man.
Yeah, it'd be very
I don't know.
interesting. No, I agree. It's very weird.
The Danny Phantom live action movie.
Danny Phantom live action, baby.
It's pretty cool.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like it. Yeah.
That's all that they're doing is reboots. So, what can
Yeah.
you do? I mean,
Who are they gonna cast as Danny?
Jacob Lordy. Like, maybe like a...
Ew.
No, yeah, I think
Say it,
I was-
dude.
Dude, I was going to be like Timothy Chalamet, but I was like, that's terrible.
Start singing for a moment.
Sorry,
You ready, Danny?
noodle.
Let's see Danny's face.
No, he's going to hit him with a sorry noodle. I sent that to somebody, and she was like, there's no fucking way there's a song exists that's called Sorry Noodle. Oh, my God. I don't know. Danny kind of looks Hispanic in a way.
He does. He has darker skin. I mean,
But
he looks
then, like,
pretty
in
white
this one,
there,
like, yeah,
though.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing, guys?
this is what he looks like in the show. So yeah, he's definitely a little darker, with blue eyes.
Nope,
Jacob Elordi could play that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Jacob Elordi.
Jake, like on a real note, dude, Jacob Elordi could play that.
I don't even know who else I could think of right now.
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to go through people in my head. I
Finn
just
Wolfhard,
can't.
bro.
Finn Wolfhard, dog. Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
Hey, man. You know, Danny DeVito shrunk, man. It's crazy. He's gotten shorter.
He has.
You haven't seen him at the Critics' Choice Awards?
Nah.
That's what we're going to talk about next, by the way. We're going to look at the award shows.
The Critics' Choice Awards.
We're going to look at critics. And then we're also going to look at, what was it, the Emmys?
Emmys did happen. Did we talk about we talked about the Golden Globes last time.
Did we?
I thought we brought it up.
Not in... Maybe we did.
Maybe we didn't talk winners. I think we might have just talked about them. I don't know if we actually specifically talked.
You have to
winners.
pay for New York Times, don't you?
Bro, you do. Like, that is it's the dumbest thing ever. It is the dumbest thing ever, dude.
You don't show what was up against it? Full nominee.
Yeah.
So annoying. This is... I hate ads, dude. All right, here we go. So Best Picture, you had all these. Oppenheimer won that one. I know that. Is it not going to tell us? Is this just the nominees? Oh, boy.
Sorry, Noodle.
Winners and nominees. There you go. Thank you, Time. It's really making me mad, dude.
Sorry, Noodle. Wait, go up. It says, wait, go down a little bit. One more time. Right there. Yeah. Yeah.
This is crazy, dude. Like, all I want is for them to highlight the winner. That's it. That's all you have to do is highlight the winner, dog. Oh my God, that is annoying. That is insanely annoying, dude. You know what we'll do? We'll say screw it. We'll do this. All right, so Best Picture, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer won against some great ones here, you know. And we got Best Actor, won by Paul Giamatti, who went to In and Out right after, which was so funny.
I actually want. That's the next movie I want to see.
The Holdovers, yeah, it's getting nominated for quite a bit. Never heard of Rustin before. Best Actress, who won that one? Emma Stone.
Poor thing. She won at the other one too.
Wow.
The Golden Globes.
There you go.
Because they split it up at Golden Globes of comedy and drama.
Yeah.
So she won at the other one.
I think Robert Downey Jr. won this one in Oppenheimer. Yeah, I don't.
Didn't enjoy
Another Holdovers for Best Supporting Actress.
She won. She won it at both too.
Davine Joy Randolph.
Yeah.
We need to watch that then. Do you know what it's about?
Mm-mm.
Best Young Actors, Actresses, Dominic Sessa, and Holdovers. Are you there, God? It's Me, Margaret, Barbie, Wonka. She deserved it. Just saying. Kala.
Is that Noodle?
That's Noodle.
Sorry, Noodle.
Noodle. Yeah, it's great.
Toaster strudel.
Anatomy of a Fall, Holdovers, The Creator. I didn't know they did Best Young Actor, Actress. Is that new?
I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Should have been me.
I'm pretty sure Oppenheimer won that one.
Best Acting Ensemble, so like just a group of them, I
Yeah.
guess. Oppenheimer. Really? Over... Okay. That's understandable. Best Director, that was
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
Nolan.
Screenplay was Barbie.
I'm a wormy girl.
That's interesting.
Yeah, over like Air Maestro.
Holdover.
Bro, Barbie?
Barbie won it.
That's like actually kind of like offensive.
Well,
Oh, you haven't seen Killers yet, have you?
Killers of the Flower Moon. No, I haven't seen it. At all.
We got a few.
Yeah.
We We got a few to watch.
Did they win Best Adapted Screenplay? American Fiction. I've heard some stuff about that as well. Cinematography is Oppenheimer.
That's
okay. Maestro, I feel like I would take over Oppenheimer.
That's a hard one.
No, Oppenheimer had some cool shots. But I don't know. I like the cinematography in Maestro a lot.
Saltburn actually had really good shots too. Funny enough.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. Who did it? Who directed it? And cinematographer, do you know?
The cinematographer was Lena Sonnenberg or whatever that just said.
Okay.
Oh no, okay, it's Emerald.
Emerald Fennell. That name sounds familiar.
She wrote it too. Damn, she's fucked up, man. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. This movie was fucking weird, man. Like, really weird.
From what I've heard, it's horrible. Like, how do you even come up with the concept type stuff? That's it?
Yo, she did Barbie.
The name just... Maybe because I heard her name talking about, like, the awards and stuff. But
oh, the Danish Girl is a really big movie.
That is funny. You said, dude, she's...
Bro, I'm telling you, you're going to watch this movie and you're going to be like, you might actually call me. Like, you might call me. And
which I never do.
I'd be like, which I never do, bro. Bro, how did Barbie win so much?
Barbie won it. Dude, they swept. They had 19 nominations. 19. I don't know, dude. That was definitely their, you know, how there's a movie every year that's like that. Last year was Everything Everywhere All at Once, and now it's going to be Barbie. But I feel like Everything Everywhere All at Once deserved it a lot more than
I feel like
Barbie.
it's going to be I thought that was going to be Oppenheimer.
No, it's obviously Barbie. Barbie's in everything. Best hair and makeup, Barbie won that. Best costume design, Barbie won that. Should have been Wonka, just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Or Napoleon.
Damn, really snubbing Killer of the Flower Moon.
Best, yeah, they are. Best visual effects. Oppenheimer won that one. Should have.
Best comedy, Barbie, of course.
Nah, it should have been.
I'm going home and
No
watching
hard
Barbie.
feelings.
I'm like really.
I'm curious.
Confused right now.
That's probably a pretty decent movie. Best animated feature. Oh, what do you think won this one? Do you know?
It was Spider-Verse.
Was it?
The Boy and the Heron won at the Golden Globes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should have been Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
17 you already know the best animated movie this year.
This is it.
The best animated movie.
Best foreign language film. I haven't seen any
It
of
was
these.
Anatomy.
I don't really care. Best song.
I think it was.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm
it was
Just
I'm
Ken,
Just
right?
Ken, bro.
I'm just should have been
Like,
Peaches.
Dude, the video of
what's his name? Ryan Gosling.
Bro, he was like,
He's like, dude, we did not just win that song
yeah.
because it doesn't
He's
deserve
like, we
it.
did not just win.
That makes it so stupid, but whatever.
Dude, so happy for Ludwig. I have that entire score on my music.
Yeah,
Plays sometimes
Oppenheimer.
in the car, and I'm like, and I'm just feeling fucking crazy.
it's clean. It's clean. Television, Succession won Best Drama Series. Kiri Copeland and
Again.
look at all this.
He
Succession
won
was
again.
killing it, dude.
Yeah.
Morning Show, The Crown, The Bear. The Bear's big because Jeremy Allen White won it.
Yep.
Remember that. The Bear again.
I think it's actually the same
Bear
way.
Beef did some
Beef
good
won
stuff.
again. They won limited series, best actor and best actress again. Very similar to how the Golden Globes went.
Best comedy special, which is interesting. So Netflix originals were not on there. It was only if you released your let's look at I'll show you. It's only if you released it as its own thing, which is so stupid.
That's kind of weird. Oh, wait. Is that the amount of nominations?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Wait, where's the best?
I'm just
It's not there. That's annoying.
Anything else, I'd be a 10.
Air 3. Let's see what it is. Barbie 18. Sorry, not 19. 18. Killers of the Flower Moon 12. Oppenheimer 13. Barbie had that movie. Was that 5 nominations?
What else did they get nominated for though? Because they got nominated for best song, best costume, hair and makeup,
Yeah, hair and makeup,
best comedy,
editing.
Oh, because they
production
had
design.
fucking how many songs? 3 songs.
Oh
nominated.
my, 4.
4,
Well,
bro.
3 songs in the score. Yeah, 3 songs is crazy.
Yeah. Because I was sitting there, I was like, how does it look like that? But in the Oscars, it won't look like, you know what I mean? That is some of those.
No, that's crazy. So, yeah, you take those away, they only have 2 more than...
Bro, how did What Was I Made For not win? Like, out of any of those songs...
You listen to it?
Yeah, you've never heard that song? It's the, na, 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 all the enjoyment.
Oh, yeah, I know that
What
song.
was I made for? Like, dude, so much better than I'm Just Can't. And, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, not like that, but
It's
like...
a popularity contest.
Yeah, because What Was I Made For won at the Golden Globes, I'm pretty sure.
It's a good song.
Very good song. I love that song. It really got me in my feels.
Oh, Priscilla won. Or
Priscilla.
not win, but was nominated.
Priscilla.
Best animated feature should have won it. Just saying.
Yeah, that's kind of like disheartening. That's the only one that he got nominated for.
I want to watch The Creator as well. I didn't see that one. The AI one.
Mm-hmm. I know. I wanted to see that so bad.
It's crazy that Kyle Lane got nominated for Best Young Actor, Actress, and Timothée Chalamet didn't get nominated for anything. Crazy.
What can you say, bro?
Crazy, bro.
You know what? I think he actually got nominated for like Golden Globe. Or no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
No?
Because I'm trying to think. Because the Golden Globe, like I said, they split into comedy too. But I don't think he actually did. You're right.
No, what's the other one? Recent one. There was a recent one too. Is it SAG Awards? That hasn't happened yet.
No, that is Critics' Choice, Golden Globes, and they just did the Grammys or the
Grammys
Emmys.
or the Emmys.
Sorry, yeah, Grammys is music. They did the
Record
Emmys.
lower viewership. I didn't watch it.
Me neither, bro. The only reason I was happy is Elton John became an EGOT holder
Yeah.
because he's a goat. He's the goat.
This is what they all should be, by the way. Just saying, have the nominees and winners on the screen.
Yeah.
Who is this? I love you, CBS News. Ayo Edibiri, Edibiri. Ayo Edibiri. Yo, Ayo.
Ayo.
That's dope. That's a cool name.
Yo.
That's cool. He won it for the Bear. So the Bear won.
Yeah, that was the same lady from the other one.
This is hilarious. I think that's Abbott Elementary. Is that the?
That's
is that
the school one, with the one lady that used to be in. She's a popular actress.
Oh, never mind. That's not the show that I'm thinking of. There's a Canadian school show. It's a lot like The Office. My mom started watching it, dude. It's so funny.
With Reacher, the guy from Reacher. Like, is it about dudes? Football player dudes?
No.
There's
It's
a show like that.
Oh my god.
I don't know if they're Canadian though.
No, yeah, these people are very. You can hear
Oh,
eh.
Scott's a two, eh?
He passed away recently.
Yeah, I saw that.
2 days ago.
Very
2 days ago.
sad.
R.I.P. man.
R.I.P.
My favorite
Scott's
movie
a
of all
two,
time.
eh? Poor guy.
Why are you laughing? Oh. Dude, imagine walking in here and this guy's doing it.
Scott's a two, eh? He's like, what the fuck are they talking about? What's going on out there?
Oh, dude, so funny.
guy's
Oh,
a two, eh?
man. Ted Lasso almost won.
Bro, you know what I found out?
White Lotus. I
Better
need to
Call
watch White
Saul
Lotus.
and its 53 nominations has never won
Rightfully so.
an Emmy.
I'm
That's
joking.
crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't really watch much of these. A lot of White Lotus. Those are all White Lotus in succession, dude. Everybody nominated for that. That is, I've never seen that before.
It's got to be like a fan thing. You know what I mean? Like
That is crazy.
Like, how are you like, oh, these 4 people in this show are better than any other supporting actress in this show? Like, you know what I mean?
That is, I've never seen that.
Me neither.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people all on 2 shows. That is wild. I need to watch White Lotus. I heard it's pretty good. The Bear, John Oliver, Jeffrey Dahmer,
Dahmer.
The Bear, RuPaul's Drag Race, Survivor should have won. Just saying.
Survivor should have won.
John Oliver, Trevor Noah, Beef.
I didn't know that Beef was an anthology.
That's an anthology?
It's going to have a completely different cast next season and stuff.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I thought it was
a one and done series.
with Stephen Yeun and everybody.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So wait, what's his face even get nominated for? How is Dahmer getting nominated?
The Last of Us hasn't won anything yet, by the way. That's
hasn't.
interesting.
Yeah, I got nominated for a lot. You haven't seen the Carrie McCulkin joke with him and Pedro Pascal?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
But wait, I was gonna say, how is Dahmer getting nominated? I thought they got nominated last year.
Who? Dahmer?
Dahmer, yeah.
I thought so as well.
But they're still nominated. Like, look, they have the Evan Peters.
Maybe I'm tripping. Did it come out? I don't know.
I'm tripping, I guess. Evan Peters is losing, bruh. Poor guy.
Bad. Beef. Succession.
Damn, that's crazy because that's like some of the best acting I've ever seen, bro.
It's literally The Bear, Succession, and Beef.
I need to go watch Beef. I love me some.
Well, The Bear, Succession,
White Lotus,
and Beef. Those are the 4 shows that are just sweeping everything.
I mean, Abbott Elementary was up there a little bit, and like,
dude, I mean, The Last of Us didn't win anything, which is crazy, because that was a big show.
That's how I'm feeling about Dahmer, bro. Dahmer won nothing, and when that came out, everyone's like, "This is some of the best acting I've ever seen in my entire life."
I heard nobody talk about. I haven't even really heard Succession. I've heard some people talk about it, but not as much as That's crazy.
Some of these other
or
shows,
The Bear.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me. Any other award shows? I don't think so. When's the Oscars? March?
I think it's February. Is it March?
Yeah, March 10th.
Oh my God.
4 more years, it'll be the 100th anniversary. That's crazy. Who's hosting it?
We'll be there.
Oh yeah, we'll be there, baby. We'll be there next year.
100th Oscars, yes sir.
What is it? Who's hosting it? Do you know?
I don't actually. They might still not have the person yet, because they picked up the one coup guy before for the Golden Globes.
Oh, he did horrible.
Yeah, they picked him up like.
Jimmy Kimmel's doing it again. I want to see other people up there, dude. It's the same people every year. Come on.
Is he?
Do different people. What? He's done it every year. 4th time. Yeah, no, so we got Jimmy Kimmel 4th time. I want to see other people in there, man. You know what I mean? Get like, I don't know, man. Get Joe Pesci in there.
Wait, this is not his 4th year in a row, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, I was going to say, because
that
was
last year.
Chris Rock.
Keep my wife's
name out
your
your fucking mouth.
You're right.
You're like, whose lines? I was like,
you can't come back.
yeah, I was like, you probably don't want to do that again. They were like, Jimmy Kimmel, like, what are the odds he gets slapped on stage?
Could you imagine? Could you imagine Cat Williams up there, dude? Crazy, bro. You wouldn't be able to get through the show.
You a bunch of bitches. Ain't none of you bitches deserve an award from me.
Only one of us have $12 of jewelry on. Oh, dude, I love it. It's so funny, dude.
You rip it on everybody.
Not holding back. Dude.
Anyone that would come up, I didn't think you deserved it anyways. You stank, bitch.
Dude, he does not care, bro. But yeah, no. So we'll see how it goes. We'll watch it and see what comes out of it.
Yeah, we got to do it. We were supposed to last year. We got to get together.
We can watch it live.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in Atlanta. We can watch it live.
Oh, you will.
Let's watch it live.
Fudge, bro. That makes.
We'll do a live stream. Yeah.
I think I'm crying. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But I think that's it, man. I think that's all the, the
actors brews,
actors news and different awards that happened. So.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to everybody. If you go and look at the Golden Globes and the Critics Awards, I feel like and the Emmys, they're all very much the same. Like, you're finding that the same people are getting nominated for Best Actor, the same people are getting nominated for Best Director. Like, I think Nolan's won across every award show that's happened so far. You know what I mean? Cillian's been up there. It's him and Paul Giamatti every time. McCulkin for Succession, Jeremy Allen for The Bear, Stephen Yeun, and I can't think of the other woman's name for Beef. It's very much like I've noticed like they're all very similar. Yeah. And even then when we just showed Barbie, like Barbie's up there too. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll do like a prediction one as well. We'll actually pick and see who gets closest.
We did last year.
Yeah. We were wrong. I think
we actually thought we did decent.
Did we? I can't remember.
Yeah. It's kind of like hit or miss. You know what I mean? I feel like we actually got it quite a few right, but we did get a little bit few wrong.
All right, we'll do it individually this time. I think we did last time as well. Together. So we'll get some paper and we'll like mark down and we'll go back after the Oscars, review it, and talk about our predictions. That'd be fun. So let's do that, man. But yeah, Brayden, anything else you want to say to the people?
People of the world and people of the people. Your people, I'm a people. And that's what I love about being people.
We're big people. Big people.
I'm not a big people.
I'm a small people.
I'm a small people. That's what my daddy says.
No, I think I'm an average people.
I'm an average people. Don't worry. Don't worry, buddy. What's average? What's average, buddy?
We love you guys, man.
We love you guys. We love doing this every week.
Yeah. So much fun. Great.
Thanks for tuning in,
guys.
What
are you doing, dude? I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Episode 30 next week. ISS. I'm so excited about that movie.
Oh,
We're going to rank our top 5.
Space movies on a comeback?
I mean,
Sandler,
maybe, bro. Interstellar 2.
Or whatever her name is.
Yeah. Who?
Carrie McGowan from the Maestro movie. Yeah.
What about him?
She's in the Adam Sandler one.
Oh, Spaceman.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's going to be great. I'm thinking we do our top 5 sci-fi movies next week.
Okay.
For like the little other segment.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do, so it's because it's a sci-fi movie. So we'll do that and some actors news, hopefully. It's been really bad lately. There's been nothing.
We
used to have like lists of stuff.
Dude, we had like 10 plus
There's
things.
Nothing. Because I've been looking too.
We had Carl Urban's Belt.
Yeah.
And Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
This is what the industry has come to, guys.
Yeah, it's not great right now. But we love y'all. Y'all stay safe, man. We'll see you next week.
In the next episode.
Yes. Cut.
All right, it's cut there.